Good morning, leaders. Today we're going to talk about inbox management. Email mastery is one of the most important things towards being productive. How do you control all the emails that are coming in? Your ideal is that things that you're working on, you're at inbox zero, you have a task list, you know what needs to get done, you're not being distracted. But email management and the amount of things that are coming in from so many different directions can really wreak havoc on that goal. So here's some tips. I apologize in advance. It's not 3 minutes long, it's a little longer, but I think it has some good insights and I'm excited to hear your feedback. All right, secret number one of mastering your emails is the email review process. When an email comes in, you should do one of three things. Either you do something about it. Typically, that's if it's going to take you a minute or two or less. Just do something, answer the question, look it up, move on. This way, it does not move on to your task list and it does not clutter up your inbox. Or you say, all right, this is something I need to do, but it's going to take more than that 2 minutes I have. I'm going to add it to my task list. I personally love using GQs. So I'll put a link to it down below. So if you'd like to do that too, I like GQs because it is simple. So in my email, if I see that this is something I need to do, I just press the add to GQs button. It goes in there. I put a date. I work off of that. I don't have to get back to my email and it's linked to my emails. That works for me. Pretty much any task management software has an add-on that will let you add your email to your task list. I don't recommend using Google Tasks because I don't like how the interface looks. It's hard to manage, manipulate. But if you're using Asana or ClickUp or any other software, you should be able to add that to your list, even if you are using an Excel spreadsheet. But I do like if you can add a link to your email, that's usually pretty helpful. The third thing that you're going to choose to do is delete your email. If it's not important, it's not something you want to act on, just move on. That will be for like all the spam emails we get, the newsletters, marketing emails, things that you're not interested in reading. If there is something that you're not sure about what you need to do, or if there's something that you want to read later on, again, it's going into your ad. So you're always choosing one of these three items. All right. Tip number two is that you're going to have multiple inboxes. You do not want to be one of those people that has everything coming into one primary email address because an email section, because what happens then is that you have so many things competing for your priority and they range from highly unimportant to urgent. So how do you sort that out? So I'll tell you a few methods that I've used. Use which one works best for you. I personally have four email addresses. One is my D. Englander at Workstream Systems. That is for all my work emails that are Workstream Systems related. Most people have that email address also, so they're usually emailing me from there. That is all work things. Now, sometimes, even within my work email, I'll have competing priorities. I have networking emails, I have client emails. So, what I do is I have this thing called multiple inbox, and I set it up that any client emails, and I had to tell it which tags. Uh, to include any client emails go into that client section. So I know when there's something that needs to be taken care of, it comes in, it's separated out. So I don't have to sift through the probably hundreds of emails I'm getting on a daily basis. My other emails I have is one Dina Englander at gmail.com. That one I use when I sign up for like anything that you need to put your email address in. So my AMC and I don't know, all the other, I'm just thinking of what came in today, my Target, my Walmart, my Sam's Club, all those things go to that email. Most of them I never need to check. Yeah, I glance over it on a daily basis to make sure there's nothing important, but that's for my really unimportant sign up. And I have my D Englander too. That one is what my friends use and my community involvement and anything that's more on the personal side of things. And then I have my Workstream nonprofit, which is everything nonprofit related. So that is how I separate my inbox, and I'm typically down to inbox zero on my personal and my both of my work ones. Again, the other one that's just very unimportant. I probably have 20,000 emails in there, but that's okay because I don't care about those. So have multiple email addresses that are separated and separate. Use the multiple inbox feature. I know Gmail has that. I don't know what the Outlook settings are. I'm sure there's some kind of equivalent also that you can do that. Okay, tip number three is prevent distractions. Um, I love these features called Inbox Pause, Scheduling Send, and again, working off of a task list. If you are working off of your email as a task list, then emails are going to come in, then you're going to want to read them and you're going to want to see what happens. That's why it is crucial to not be working out of your inbox as the primary. Um, this is where having a task list that connects to it comes in really helpful. I use the inbox pause feature in Gmail. It connects through Boomerang to pause my email. So that way I can just work for 2 hours. And yeah, I may have to refer back to my inbox so I won't get distractions. You can also use the schedule send feature. So if you don't want people responding right away, maybe you're working at 6 a.m. And also, when you send out emails, you're going to get responses. So if you don't want to have to deal with all of that, you just want to knock out a chunk of work, you could use the schedule send feature. But if I would choose which of my favorite things of these are, it would definitely be the inbox pause and having a task list. And step number 4 is making a schedule. Check your emails at your schedule. Do not let your emails control you. So what you're going to do for this is that you are going to schedule times, morning, evening, lunchtime, I don't know, whatever you want it to do. You're going to make sure that you are checking it when you want to do, following these rules. Do not let your email control you. You control it. I hope these help. Definitely helps me. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, I'm sorry this is not a 3-minute tip, but I think that we have some great information here that will hopefully help you master your emails and take back your life.